So I got my coffee. I got my little setup, my little cozy setup. Happy New Year's, everybody. Happy 2026. It's January. It's that time of year where everyone's talking about what they want for the next year ahead, their goals, all that stuff, myself included. But the one thing I come back to is doing a low buy and documenting it. Those who don't know me, my name is Samantha. I'm a physician assistant in the state of California. I graduated in the year 2022. Now it's 2026, and I'm on my path towards what I'm hoping will be financial freedom. I have a long way to go. Before PA school, I made a bunch of pre-PA videos. I stopped making videos, and the reason is because, number one, life got busy, and it's crazy, but also because pre-PA seems so far removed from where I am right now. I was reflecting on this, and I have been for the last couple of years. If I do continue to make videos, because I do love making videos, what do I actually want to make videos about? I think where I am in life now is just shifted. My priorities have shifted. And a lot of what has preoccupied my mind these last couple of years involves, getting settled into my career as a PA, yes, but also the financial burden that accompanies being a new grad PA, specifically when you don't come from money and when you do have to take out student loans. There's only one way to be a PA, and that's to go through school. And in order to do it, you have to pay six figures for most PA school institutions. I don't know what the current going rate for the average PA school is now, but I would be certain it's about six figures plus. And if you live out of state away from home, then you also need living expenses. And so it's tough. You have to sign your name away. And so when you graduate, you're indebted. And I've felt that, this might not be a popular opinion, but for me personally, I truly feel like my life's on hold in a sense because I have this debt hanging over me. I love practicing medicine. It would be nice to practice medicine from a place of just loving it and not out of fear, not out of stress. The financial stress of owing six figures of debt does come with me when I go to work. Basically, when you have debt and you buy frivolous things or you don't prioritize your financial future, you're essentially agreeing that you are going to continue trading your time for money. And I think once you realize that, it's harder to spend money on things that aren't aligned with your future financial goals. The last couple of years, I will say I've gotten a lot better, as far as the impulsivity, buying things that you don't really need. I think this is so embedded in our culture. This I need to buy it because it's on sale, or I need to buy it because it will completely redefine my life. It will make me X person. I will have my whatever together. The last couple of years, I've really pushed away from that. One thing that I want to add regarding the whole impulsive nature of shopping is that I don't think it's the average person's fault. I don't look back at myself in my early 20s and think you're to blame here completely. I think in part, yes, that's true. That's really not how I feel, because I think marketing is so tuned in to capitalizing on people's insecurities. And not only that, but perpetuating people's insecurities, making them feel like the people marketing have the answers. In this video or in future videos, when I'm talking about people that I know who are spending impulsively, or myself, when I fall into that urge to buy something because I think it's going to fill a void, this is the byproduct of a bigger picture of an industrial complex that really exploits people's insecurities and capitalizes on it. I also think that's not a common, it's common. People know that. People take marketing classes and they say, okay, this is how we're going to market to these people. You fill a void, you fix a problem. But even beyond that, I think most marketing creates the problem. It creates this feeling of inadequacy in people and then sells them a product. And I think that that's so insidious, and we're all vulnerable to that, right? We all have insecurities. We all have self-doubts at times. But I think part of opting into this low buy year is saying, okay, if I have a moment where I have an insecurity and I think this one product is going to fix this thing for me, I'm creating space. I'm going to say, no, you don't get to buy it. You don't get to solve the problem. you have to take a step back and think about whether or not that thing will actually fix this issue for you. And the moment you have that space, you can reflect and think like, I don't actually think I have a problem. I think I'm okay. I don't think I actually need this thing. Over the years, as I've stopped consuming to the same extent that I used to, again, I'm not perfect. And again, there's room for improvement, which is why I'm doing this low buy year. But I have a lot of reflections on that. And I've had a lot of like aha moments. And I've also fallen into the trap of buying something and realizing like, oh, this actually doesn't make me feel like my problem is solved. And I think documenting that over the course of the year is going to be interesting, and maybe will facilitate some interesting conversations in the comments or, wherever, about the nature of marketing and the outcome of impulse shopping, both when resisted and also when caved into. I've been thinking that most people, myself included, have more than enough to be happy. We have everything we need to be happy and to live full lives, and like what is actually important. If I step back and look at things from a bird's eye view, I have more than anything and everything that I could ever want. And I'm not like rich by most standards, not by any means. But as far as what I need to be happy, I've already got it. I think that's one of the benefits of a low buy, leaning more into that and less into the whole, I'm inadequate, I need all of these things to feel beautiful, feel capable, feel competent, feel successful, feel whatever. Yeah, so anyway, that's what I'm doing. I want to do a low buy, and I'll talk more about my low buy rules in the next video. But basically, like my thought is this. Right now, I have 6 figures of student debt. They generate over $700 in interest a month, and I want to put a dent in them. So for those of you who don't already know, a low buy is, I have a definition in front of me. It's a personal challenge to significantly reduce non-essential spending, often focused on specific categories like clothes, makeup, dining out, blah, 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 to save money, declutter, or become more intentional with purchases. It's more flexible than a traditional no buy, where people, and I'm sure you've seen this on the internet if you haven't yet, basically people are, declaring that they will not buy any new home stuff, makeup, clothes, for the year. For me, that's too ambitious. And I think with my low buy, what I want to focus on instead is buying intentionally and living well. And what I mean by quote unquote well is that my boyfriend and I, we moved into an apartment. I've decorated with really beautiful things that we both absolutely love, that are made from real materials. Like we got a leather couch that was secondhand, that was West Elm initially, and it was $300 when we got it. I'm looking at these like beautiful antique bentwood chairs, really beautiful items. Oops, I spilled my coffee on myself. Really beautiful items that I took time to look at, mostly on Facebook Marketplace. If you know, you know. So it's taking time, but I'm being realistic about it, and everything's secondhand. And I think my low buy year will consist of continuing to decorate our apartment in a way that is sustainable and is cost effective. These items are items that I want in our lives for a long time. I just want to buy it once, take care of it, condition the leather that the sofa is made of, and make it last. That's kind of my MO. That's kind of how I go about it. I spend money on other things like Pilates classes. I'm currently taking Spanish classes. I have my Spanish class in like an hour and a half. Also, my sister and I, we like to travel. So my twin, who lives in New York, and I, usually we would visit each other. Like I would go to New York, or she would come here to California, and that's expensive. We've decided that instead we kind of want to take the money we would have spent to go visit each other and instead go visit a new part of the world together. We went to Portugal last year in 2024. Sorry, 2024. So a couple of years ago. And then last year, just in August 2025, we went to Italy. It was the most beautiful, most memorable, most wonderful trip of my life. I want to continue to see the world and experience cultures and learn things. And those are all things that are really important to me. I think the ethos of my low buy year is this. I want to enjoy life, because paying off my student debt is going to be a multi-year process. But at the same time, I want to not destroy my financial future. I hope that people might find it interesting, that the right people will find my channel. More importantly, I think hopefully will allow for some interesting discussion and also hold me accountable and make this entire process of paying down my debt more enjoyable and like more of a creative process. Yeah, I don't know. So maybe this will resonate with someone out there. In my next video, maybe I'll go into my low buy rules more. In the video after that, I'm going to go into the things that I'm not going to be buying in 2026 / the things that I haven't been buying these last couple of years. Yeah, leave a comment. Let me know if you're here, if you're watching, if this resonates with you. Let me know if you're going to be doing a no buy or a low buy this year and why. I want to know why. And if you have student debt, I'd also like to know. If you are out there and you feel that stress that I feel, you are not alone. I'm here with you. I feel the exact same thing. And I think every day we can get a little bit better and we can continue to build that financial future that we are hoping for. If you got to the end of the video, thank you so much for watching. I'm excited to see what this year holds. It feels like the right thing to be doing. So I will see you in the next video. Bye.